So Yerakisi Ejaben the OSP will detain news or arrest lawyer for Adam Ocho any day you. To say no Ebusia poor Adam Ocho lawyers in same be able to get any asam kutua say the OSP no enyemra kwanso eno ye efa intino omodin kwa kwesi no ewo Supreme Court ya almost omodin go Supreme Court no akwa yi no ho ano say adwuma no ana poor de man no say yes all abuse na sa ena yesi oyindusu ena Ebusia lawyers ji mre omutetiri mu enye nsem kuta pese yakọ neguti lawyers ni chim.
A video on social media, Paul Adomoche himself explaining everything that has to do with the invitation to him by the special prosecutor, Mr. Kisi Ejabin, and of course the fact that some of us actually believe that it is a show of power. It is a show of, I will show you where power lies. They want to show Paul Adomoche where power lies. But what it is that you cannot mute the man. You cannot stop him from talking. He's trained a lot of people. I am one of them. And so when you don't see him, you will still see some of us still doing the work of the Lord. We call him Apostle Paul. And he has a lot of people that he has trained who are also becoming apostles. So tonight, the show is on. We'll be telling you all there is about, is it arrest? Is it him being detained? What charges have been preferred against him? And why is he being kept? The question for a lot of us, especially those of us who are not lawyers, and we keep asking, why don't you go to court? Special prosecutor. If you have a problem, why don't you go to court and invite the man to court to come and defend himself? Why do you use the power you have, invite him for questioning, he comes in with his lawyers, and you go ahead to detain in the name of arresting him? Some of us will be able to call you out, and we will actually call you out. So wherever you are watching us from, let me remind you that we are coming your way live from our studios here at Rage in Accra. We are live.
We wrote indicating that our attendance may be difficult. The attendance of the lawyers may be difficult. Therefore, if the dates could be, if we could come on Monday, in any case, others have been called and questioned at other periods in time. What is so wrong about Monday that
you cannot allow him to come on? It is mind-boggling.
Why Thursday evening? Because they know. And now, today is the 31st of July.
Yes.
Every lawyer will tell you that 31st of July is the end of the legal year.
Yes, in fact, I saw on Facebook today a lot of lawyers
so the judges are going on vacation. So let us bring him, detain him on the 31st of July, which is a Thursday. If he is not able to, and we are going to go to the discussion of the bail conditions.
Yes.
And we'll analyze and see why and how unreasonable it is.
But why the abuse of power? I don't understand. Why the I will show you where power lies attitude with
the claim? I mean, yes, if someone has committed an offense, we are all for prosecution. Make sure the right thing is done. Put people who have committed crimes behind bars. But in doing so,
follow the due process.
And
you are a lawyer. You are a lawyer of good standing.
You see, you have to be reasonable in the way you do things. You ask somebody to come and, satisfy bail conditions. He should bring evidence of 2 landed properties in Ghana. So now the idea or the rationale is that if you are a poor person,
you will not be able to satisfy the bail condition. So what it is that, let me actually allow you, you have been with him all day from the morning. So let me allow you, of course, with the viewers, to take us through what actually happened and what the options are for the team, the entire team. So the floor is yours. I mean.
Okay, so good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, our spectators. So as you are aware, we were invited, or the host, Paul Adomoche, was invited to the offices of the special prosecutor around Rich, number 6 Haile Selassie Avenue, to come for questioning in relation to what was termed as corruption or corruption-related offenses. No problem. Nothing is wrong with that. In fact, it is good because these are the things that help build a democracy. That when things go wrong in society, or when there are allegations that things have gone wrong in society, law enforcement agencies make sure that the right thing is done and the right person is nabbed. Granted, that's aside. So the lawyers for Paul Adomoche write to the office of the special prosecutor and tell him that Thursday, which is today, would be unavailable. It will be relatively difficult for them to attend court, to attend the meeting or investigation inquisition, whatever, however you may refer to it, on a Thursday. And so if possible, it should be shifted to Monday at 3 p.m. and then they would attend. It would interest you to note that less than an hour after the letter was dispatched to the offices of the OSP, the office lawyer, whoever, director of asset recovery management, wrote back and said that no, he must attend on Thursday, which is quite interesting because at any point in time, people are able to attend investigations. They tell the police, and we do it all the time. Police invite someone for investigations. Come and answer these questions. The person says that, oh, I have a funeral at Kwewu. Give me time and I'll come. And these are long-standing institutions. The police service has existed before independence. Yet, these are the practices and procedures they follow. You say, no, he must come today. No problem. Granted, he comes today. You place him under arrest for corruption and corruption-related activities, conflict of interest, and breach of the public procurement laws. No problem. You conduct an interrogation into the activities, which quite frankly, even got at a point in time, got confrontational. But that's also aside. Now, at the end of everything, you then give him a form and say, you tell him that, oh, on this form, fill it. He fills, oh, his name, the name of his mother, the name of his father, the name of his children, the name of his spouse, all the details around him, or about him. But in one section of the documents, it is written there that he should declare landed properties he has. Properties in Ghana he has. He should write it there. The man says, well, I don't have any properties in Ghana. And so he says, NA, non-applicable. No problem. So there's a hearty conversation, cordial. We are discussing. In fact, some of the officers start telling that, oh, if that's the case, you may have to start coming once every week, discussing what is going to happen subsequently. And Paul was open to it because he's here. Everybody knows where he stays. In fact, he has been open about his residence, that he stays somewhere at Teshi. Everybody knows this edifice. This is not somebody who is going to run away. No problem. That is granted. So they take this paper, this form, this sheet, go inside, and then come back. And in coming back, tell us or say that these are the bail conditions. 2 landed properties. When we say landed properties, land or house, 2 of them in the name of the accused. When this person had just told you that he doesn't have any property in his name. So now you say that he must provide landed property in order to meet bail conditions. And then there's also another bail condition of 2 persons, 1 public officer, not less than the rank of a principal officer. No problem, he's ready to satisfy the bail conditions. So we make the discussion that, oh, he then tells the officer that, oh, he just told you, I do not own any landed property in Ghana. So if I do not own any landed property anywhere, I don't have land anywhere in my name, I don't own anything like that. So how far now? Let's talk about it and see if the bail conditions can be reviewed. You then go, the officers then go, comes back and says that, no, the bail conditions must be satisfied. So I ask the question that's here, and let us all answer it. Assuming your brother is arrested and goes before the police station, the police service, and the police tell him that he must bring his land documents, he must have land, he must bring his land documents, and he says he doesn't have any. Is it justified for him to be behind bars? Is that the basis? You see, the rationale behind bail conditions in Ghana, and why every time, for those of you who have had problem with the law before, is that why every time we will say that go and bring another person's documents is that you may not be rich, but you may know someone in your church who has land. So assuming I'm arrested, I may know someone in my church. I attend Divine Mercy Catholic Church at East Legon, Oponglo. I may have someone there who I'll say that, oh, this is the problem that has happened. So, Father, I beg, look around and see anybody who has landed property. Even murder cases that we've done, even murder cases, the high courts of Ghana grants bail and says that you bring two sureties, one to be justified, meaning one person must have landed property. It means that if someone is poor and does not have property or is not rich, the person is given the opportunity to bring somebody with metal or with wealth or opportunity or who has the means to stand as surety for the person who is accused. But if you tell somebody who is accused, who you have the power to throw behind bars, that he should bring land documents, he's told you that I have no land documents. I have no land. I have not purchased, because the land even which he lives is in his mother's name. You say that that's the basis for which somebody has failed to meet bail conditions and so he should be thrown behind bars. Another accused person, also the same thing. He doesn't have landed property in his name, so he should be put behind bars. I mean, it's quite frankly bizarre. All jokes aside, it is quite frankly bizarre. And we cannot continue like this. And it may not be about liking or hating a person or what a person stands for. I don't like everybody. Not everybody will like me. But it doesn't mean that if something wrong is happening, we should keep quiet and jubilate or rejoice over it. Yes, if the person has committed wrong, no problem at all. Go through the appropriate legal remedies. Let these things, follow due process, and let the law, practice. Let us see due fidelity to legal principles. Now, if they can put up the constitutional provision for me, so we do some discussion on it. The 1992 Constitution, more specifically Article 14.3, it says that a person who is arrested, restricted, or detained, A, for the purpose of bringing him before a court in execution of an order of a court, or upon reasonable, and this is the important part, upon reasonable suspicion of his having committed or being about to commit a criminal offense under the laws of Ghana, and who is not released, shall be brought before a court within 48 hours after the arrest, restriction, or detention. Now, viewers, you see here, the text says that 48 hours. 48 hours means 2 days. What it means is, if you are arresting someone on a Thursday evening, 42 hours from the Thursday evening will be weekend. The court won't sit on a weekend. So you then tell the person who has already told you that he hasn't have any landed property that he should go and bring landed property, or else he will not be able to satisfy the bail conditions, and he cannot go scot-free.
But let me cut you in. This is very unreasonable. And,
yes, it is unreasonable.
And for emphasis, you say that Paul had written in the form submitted to him that he doesn't have a landed property
in his name. Even if he didn't write that he doesn't have landed property in his name, I have already explained the rationale behind bail is securing someone to stand in surety for you. So the person would come and say that, okay, this is somebody.
No, so in the thinking of the special prosecutor, if I don't have a landed property today, and I go to any court or I get arrested by it means that I have to go to prison.
For being 48 hours.
So all the people that do not have landed
property. Me, I'm part. I don't have landed property. I don't have land in my name.
How can you think like that?
So if anyone comes to arrest me and says that I don't have land anywhere, so because
it means go to jail.
I will go to jail for 42 hours.
He thinks that's the loophole.
But I may know someone.
Yes, of course.
Who is an individual of me.
That's where the surety
comes in. I may know a public office, and that's the point of bail. That is public surety. That's why there is surety. Public, you go for somebody who
he's acting as a judge in his own court,
more or less, and it's sad. It's quite sad.
But this is very unreasonable, and I'm wondering how special prosecutor thinks that he can act this way. Well, somebody who is supposed to protect the interest of the public. And that is why you are there, special prosecutor. If you are watching us, you are there to protect our interest. You are there to protect our taxes. You are there to protect the law. And so I'm surprised that you would act this way. Is it because you think that Paul comes on touch screen and talks against you, or says his mind on what he thinks you are doing right or wrong? Is it for you to show him that you have the power, and so you can arrest him and keep him behind bars anyway, anyhow you like it? This is a very difficult situation. I'm sure you may want to help us to answer these questions.
Even Julius Caesar, his time passed. Even Julius Caesar.
I'm surprised. I'm very surprised.
So these things, it's some way. And even after, when he was being taken away, where is he going to? Because the reason you would often have police station like Mamprobi police station,
yes,
the reason you would have them allowing you to have access to the person there is you never know the medical condition the person may have.
Exactly.
So you need to know where the person is being sent to, so that you know that, okay, if he's to take his medicine at this point in time, maybe his wife or his mother would bring it to him. They were doing merry-go-round with where he is, doing convo.